What are your thoughts on the railway workers and what Biden did?
I thought that was awful. And I understand all the tricky arguments about, that it was the unions, and not just the unions, but even the rank and file caucus of the right of way workers, asked the Democrats, asked the squad to vote for this. But they asked not knowing, this is my understanding, they asked not knowing that the 7 days sick leave, which they wanted, was going to be separated into a different bill. And this is cast as this big kind of like, well, this is like tricky, kind of like complicated. It had to be broken off because you didn't want there to be a rail lockout and this and that. And I mean, that's all true. But I think if the Democrats, if the progressive Democrats, and say, no, we're not okay with Nancy Pelosi separating this out. And, the rails are federally regulated. The government has the right to take them over. We can pressure Joe Biden to tell the rail companies there's not going to be a lockout. You're going to have to wait, even though the contract's up, and you can lock these workers out, or they can go on strike. But the workers hadn't been on strike in a long, long time, right? So it was like, there could have been pressure put on them, and the 7 day sick leave could have been part of what was passed. And so I think there's a lot of hiding behind these technicalities. It's like, once Nancy Pelosi broke those 7 days off into a different bill, you really think it was going to pass? Of course not. And I think the squad was wrong to vote for it. And AOC said that she's going there to bring the ruckus, and if she's a one-term congressperson, fine. And it's like, and now she justifies her vote with this, arguments about trying to get stuff done. And, I think that that was bad. That was a missed opportunity. And it's just also like terrible politics. I mean, the average person, it doesn't get into the weeds on all this stuff. They're just, the average person is like, okay, wait, let me get this straight. So the socialists vote to force this crappy agreement on the workers. Yes or no? Yes, they did. Okay, that's it. That's the takeaway, right? So that's terrible politics. And yeah, we had this very clear example of what minorities can do with the holdout Republicans jacking up Kevin McCarthy and not giving him their votes until he gave them everything they wanted. Some of which, it should be said, looks pretty good, like a new church committee to investigate the FBI and other intelligence agencies. That is high time. I mean, that's really essential. But my impression is that the left won't go near that with a 10-foot pole, and is not, they're just casting it as like, oh, this is MAGA lunatics who are, trying to protect Trump. And I think they should get involved with that committee. And we desperately need government oversight, an inquiry into the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, all this. I mean, these agencies are so big and so powerful, and they're totally, totally out of control.